Hey Doug, what's up? This is Josh. I figured I'd just put together a quick YouTube video for you and your wife. That way, you guys could look at this like on your own time. I know you guys got a bunch of kids, and it's tough to find time to sit down together to check something out business-wise. And so, back whenever I talked to you, I think it was like towards the beginning of the year, this year, like January or February or whatever, you'd mentioned that if there was one thing that you could do, like, and own that business, like own that thing, it would be roofing, right? And so I did a lot of research, and believe it or not, like I thought that I could beat out competition on a shoestring budget, and I'm working on it as far as like doing a lot of the things myself so that I don't have to pay some of the people from my team to do the work. As far as like when I built the website, saxconstruction.com, right? There's, I put thousands of words of content on here just to be able to rank. But then, lo and behold, these guys, they've been busting their ass the last 6 months to keep up with me. And they've got a, this is an impressive site or whatever, but just because it's a pretty site doesn't necessarily make it, a good site as far as like ranking. But either way, these guys are kind of kicking my butt here because I keep trying to get, for example, the reason why they're outranking us, is because, like, if we go to their Google My Business profile, they've got 62 Google reviews here. That shit is incredibly important. And they also have a lot of pictures. And so, like, what I could really use from you guys is if you could send me a bunch of pictures of past work that you've done, even if it's like, even if, it's like a picture like this, which is of a house, it's like in construction. It's a big deal. I can still geotag this picture, and I can still put it on there to rank for Google. And so, and then on top of that, like if you know anybody, any past customers, any people that you could go to that could come here and give you a review, right? We've got one Google review, and I got onto my account, and it's not showing this as public. I got on my wife's account and reviewed you guys as well. It's only showing one Google review publicly for me because I think what's happening is that they know that I'm trying. And I've got other people that have sent in reviews for you guys. The issue I'm running into is that I think that they're kind of keying in. Google's keying in on what I'm doing. I'm trying to get more reviews. So what we need is a little bit more organic reviews, meaning like past customers that like give them a call and be like, hey, can you come and Google, Sax Construction, and you see our business on Google, and just there's a button on there to hit review. If you could review it, give us 5 stars, that would be great. That helps me out a lot because then it's organic reviews, and I'm not risking getting this shut down. Second thing that I wanted to cover, or is it third thing? I don't know. It's whatever, right? One of the reasons why Behringer Brothers is beating us is because literally I bought the domain less than a year ago, and their domain they've owned their domain for over 3 years, and so it's going to take a lot more effort to beat them down. I've got a tool that I use to kind of track here organic traffic for Sax Construction, and the keywords that I'm ranking for, and just kind of the power that I'm putting behind the site. And so these guys, they don't have as much, but they're getting a little bit more traffic than we are. I want to take their traffic, of course, and make sure that we're winning, right? It's my goal to put people at #1, right? So to give you just a quick example of what I do for other customers, if you've never had Flamenco's Pizza before, they're in O'Fallon. They also have a location that's right outside of Scott Air Force Base. You can look them up. They're great, awesome pizza. But he's one of my customers, and I brought his organic traffic from like 150 to 324 people within a matter of like 3 months. And he's on a SEO budget, meaning he pays me monthly to rank him #1 for pizza in O'Fallon, Illinois, right? So if I go over here, I'm just a person looking for pizza, right? This person doesn't know about his business, right? Because they're searching for pizza in O'Fallon, Illinois. and they're trying to find who's the best pizza, right? Well, organically, right? Well, flamenco pizza is right here. It should be number one. I gotta beat this. I gotta do a little bit of work to beat these guys out here. I'm also working to get them in this map pack as well. And so, but ideally, right, my customer is in the number one position, right? I wonder if it's different for just Pizza O'Fallon, Illinois. Yeah, Pizza O'Fallon, Illinois, I've got them in number one. The pizza in O'Fallon, Illinois, right? I'm still working on, but that's beside the point, right? My job as an online digital marketer is to get my customers into the organic number one position, right? Beating out Gia's Pizza, right? Before Gia's was beating my customer, and when he started using my services for search engine optimization, we got him on top, and his business doubled. So I want that, right? Because like, if you do well, right? If you pull in a lot of roofing customers, which by the way, I sent you text with a client that came in today. It's August 9th or whatever, and so the more customers that we bring in, the better I do, the more I can then afford to run these ads. And so I'm doing all of it pro bono in the hopes that in good faith that like once you get roofing leads, right, you'll add the 10%, right, onto it that would be my cut, and then I would get 10% of the bid, right? You're not out of any other money or any excess money. I'm just an added expense onto there for the customer. And so the main reason why I'm building this out and building this video out too is to give you guys more of an explanation of what I'm doing. I'm not like somebody who's trying to take advantage of anybody. Like I strictly work on in this situation, I've got another guy who does like handyman stuff, and he pays me 10% of his bids too, and I market him and I make sure that he gets a lot of work, and it's kind of how I do my business, right? And then of course Flamenco's Pizza, they're just on a monthly flat budget, right? Because 10% of their business would be hard for them to calculate when they're doing 300 pizzas a month or whatever. I don't know how many pizzas a month they're doing, but he just pays me a flat amount and then we go with it. And so but yeah, so another thing that I wanted to bring up is that your Facebook page, it would be useful if I could be added as an editor. I know that I did, this phone number here is a tracking number, it's 855-538 number. The main reason why I put that on there too is for a couple of reasons. One, the roofing industry in St. Louis is huge. And just in case people from St. Louis find you and need a roofer, I don't want to necessarily have them be turned off by seeing a 618 number, right? A 314 number would be great, right? If we had a 314 number and a 618 number, right, to go from Missouri to Illinois. But like my goal, right, is to dominate whatever market that we're in. And if it turns out that you don't want any roofing contracts in St. Louis, then I'm sure we can find somebody to pick up the work. All I'm saying is that I want to give you first dibs at any job, right? And so the reason why I have the 855 number is to kind of cover both areas. And it's a good tracking number, meaning one day if you decide that your business is so big you need to hire an assistant to answer all of the calls. Right now I'm answering the calls from this number here because we're getting a lot of spam up front. For some reason we were getting a lot of spam. Who knows why? We can go into more detail on that another time. But one thing is that this number here is different. Of course, that's your number, right? And if you are getting a lot of business via Facebook, and this is where you primarily get your business, I understand if you don't want to change this number. But like as far as word of mouth is concerned, people are going to hand your number to other people, and maybe you're not super strapped for work right now, right? Based on what you said, you've got a lot of work already. So it'd be great to change this to the same number to match it, so that Google sees that and they know that this site is legit just along with this and just along with the Google My Business profile. And so, like I said, my job is to bring you more work. I'm trying to focus it on roofing, and if you want to talk more about it, or if you guys want to hop on a Zoom some evening, let me know. I need a lot of pictures. You can send it to my Gmail account. I think you guys have it. If not, I can provide that to you. So we should talk more.